Have you ever picked up a penny from the ground or found one lying around and thought, it's just 1 cent, probably useless? Well, hold on to your change, because this Canada 2001 1-cent coin might just surprise you. That little copper-colored coin hiding in your drawer or piggy bank could be worth far more than you think. While millions of these coins were made, some rare versions of the 2001 Canadian penny have sold for thousands of dollars, yes, thousands. Let's dive into what makes this coin so special, how to identify a valuable one, and what collectors are really looking for. The Canadian 1-cent coin, often simply called the penny, was part of everyday life in Canada for over 150 years. Featuring a maple leaf design and typically made from copper or copper-plated steel, the penny was used in countless transactions. In 2001, the Royal Canadian Mint produced millions of these coins. On the surface, they looked just like any other, a familiar design, the image of Queen Elizabeth II on one side, and the iconic maple leaves on the other. But here's the twist. Not all 2001 pennies are created equal. Some rare and unusual features can make this tiny coin incredibly valuable to collectors. We're talking hundreds, even thousands of times more than its face value. There are a few things that can skyrocket the value of a coin. And for the 2001 Canadian penny, these factors come into play. Mint errors. Coins with mistakes made during the minting process are highly sought after. That could mean double strikes, where the coin was struck twice, off-center images, die cracks, or extra metal blurred or doubled letters, known as doubling. While the standard 2001 penny had a large mintage, there are rarer varieties, especially those made for collector sets or struck with proof-like finishes. These can be much harder to find. Collectors pay a premium for coins in top condition. No scratches, clean surfaces, and minimal wear. Coins graded MS, mint state, by a professional grading service can fetch far more than those that have been in circulation. Some versions may feature slight differences in the way the maple leaves are shaped, the spacing between letters, or even how the Queen's portrait appears. These tiny details might not matter to most people, but to coin experts, they can make a world of difference. Let's get to the exciting part. One particular example of a Canada 2001 1-cent coin, featuring a rare mint error and preserved in superb condition, was evaluated by experts and listed for an astonishing $4,650. That's right. A coin that was once used to buy gum or tossed in a fountain is now worth nearly $5,000. And the best part, that rare version might still be floating around in someone's change jar. Could even be sitting unnoticed in your home. Now you're probably wondering how to spot one of these valuable pennies. Here's what to do. You'll need this to examine the coin closely for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Look at the text, the maple leaf design, and the Queen's portrait. Do you see any slight differences? Is the coin shiny and clean? Little to no wear? Then it may be worth grading. Look up images of valuable 2001 pennies. Better yet, take your coin to a local coin dealer or send it to a professional grading service for evaluation. Canada officially stopped producing the penny in 2012, and it was withdrawn from circulation in 2013. That means the value of rare pennies, especially ones from special years like 2001, has only gone up as they become harder to find. It might be. While not every 2001 Canadian penny is valuable, some rare error coins and high-grade specimens have fetched jaw-dropping prices. One rare 2001 penny was valued at $4,650, thanks to its unique features and flawless condition. So next time you're cleaning out a drawer, rolling up spare change, or just digging through your coin jar, take a moment to inspect those pennies. That tiny, overlooked coin could be hiding a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with a fellow coin collector or treasure hunter. You never know who might be holding on to a hidden gem worth thousands. And don't forget to subscribe for more coin stories, hidden treasures, and money secrets you'll wish you knew sooner. Most of us have seen a penny like this. Small, simple, and easy to overlook. But what if I told you that one of these, just one, could be worth as much as $1 million? This is the 2007 Canadian 1-cent coin. And today, we're going to take a closer look at what makes this coin not just special, but potentially one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. Let's start with a bit of background. The Canadian penny was officially discontinued in 2012, but the last standard issue year was 2012, 5 years after this coin. In 2007, the Royal Canadian Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1-cent coins. So, what's so special about this year? Year 2007. Heavy checkmark, composition. Copper-plated steel. Heavy checkmark, weight, 2.35 grams. Heavy checkmark, diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Heavy checkmark, obverse. Queen Elizabeth II, by Susanna Blunt. Heavy checkmark, reverse. Maple leaf twig, by G.E. Kruger-Gray. On paper, this coin seems ordinary, mass-produced, common, and still found in many coin jars today. But just like in treasure hunting, the real story hides in the details. Collectors have discovered that not all 2007 pennies are created equal. Some coins from this year feature rare minting errors, and those are the game changers. From double strikes and die clashes, to off-center mints and even missing mint marks, these imperfections are highly sought after in the numismatic world. Some versions are so rare, only a handful have ever been found. If you happen to come across a 2007 penny with an unusual appearance, don't dismiss it. It might just be one of these rare errors that can boost its value exponentially. Now let's talk money. A standard 2007 Canadian penny might sell for just a few cents to a few dollars in mint condition. But those rare error coins? That's a different story entirely. There have been reported sales and private offers of error versions fetching hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. A few collectors believe that a perfectly preserved, unique error 2007 penny could fetch a price tag close to $1 million in the right auction setting. Yes, $1 million. For a coin you might have tossed into a drawer or left in your pocket change. So why does this coin matter so much? First, it's from an era when Canada was phasing out the penny, meaning the value of pennies in general has been steadily increasing since they left circulation. Second, it represents a closing chapter in Canadian coinage history. And third, and most importantly, it proves that even the most ordinary things can hide extraordinary value if you know where to look. Think you might have a valuable 2007 penny? Here's what to look for. White heavy checkmark, unusual marks or doubling on the date or lettering. White heavy checkmark, missing or misplaced mint marks. White heavy checkmark, off-center or misaligned images. White heavy checkmark, heavier or lighter than standard weight. White heavy checkmark, higher quality strike than usual. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope. And if you think your coin is special, get it graded by a professional, like PCGS or NGC. In the world of coin collecting, stories like this remind us that hidden gems are everywhere. Maybe in your old coin jar, your childhood wallet, or even stuck between couch cushions. And that 2007 Canadian penny sitting in your drawer? It might just be your golden ticket. Because some say, the rarest version of this coin could be worth. So before you spend that penny, take a closer look. You might be holding $1 million mystery in the palm of your hand. Like, share, and subscribe for more hidden treasures and rare coin finds. And comment below, have you ever found a rare coin in your change?
Canada's 5-cent coin has featured the beaver on its reverse side since 1937. The image of the industrious beaver gnawing on a branch, surrounded by water and foliage, is one of the most recognizable designs in numismatics. On the front sits the familiar profile of Queen Elizabeth II, bearing the date and the mint mark. The coin is made of nickel, and its modest size and weight make it something most people carry without thinking. Yet for certain examples, for certain collectors, this common coin becomes rare, coveted, priceless. What makes the 2008 edition interesting is not just that it exists, but that within its production, there are variants, subtle differences in minting, finishes, and occasional errors that turn an otherwise everyday coin into something extraordinary. Some coins may have die cracks, double strikes, or off-center strikes. Others may possess unusual toning or rarities because of the materials or the minting process that year. Condition plays a huge role. A coin with wear, with nicks, with scratches and dings might still look fine in a pocket, but in the world of collecting, every detail counts. A sharp strike, clean surfaces free of bag marks, lustrous fields, crisp details on the beaver's fur, the queen's crown, the leaves behind the beaver. All these factors separate the usual from the exceptional. When you see one of the rare examples that grade services recognize as nearly perfect, the collector's pulse quickens. Then there are the rarer production anomalies. Some 2008 nickels have been reported with minting defects. Perhaps a misalignment of the die, maybe a flaw in the die itself leaving hairline cracks or die breaks, or variations in the metal mix that cause unexpected coloring or finish. These are the ones that draw attention, where demand skyrockets. A coin with one of these flaws, if preserved well, becomes a centerpiece in a collection. It's these anomalies that generate stories among collectors. Someone finding one in loose change, someone buying a roll and discovering an error coin, someone sending one off for grading only to have it come back with a rare grade because it had been hidden in a drawer for years. Provenance also adds weight. A coin with a known history, a coin from a special roll, one owned by a well-known collector, or one that has appeared in auction catalogs, can carry a premium over a coin with similar physical condition but no documented background. Collectors like stories, where that coin has been, who held it, how it survived over time in good condition. When that intersects with rarity and condition, that is when the magic happens. In recent years, demand for rare Canadian coins has grown steadily, especially among international collectors. The 2008 5-cent coin has become one of those coins people keep their eyes on. Not every example qualifies, but every example has the potential to surprise. Auctions often feature coins with mint state grades of MS65, MS66, or higher, sometimes with exceptionally rare die errors or other unusual traits, all of which contribute to high valuations. Imagine a coin, small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, unassuming, unremarkable to most people, but actually capable of bringing great attention, admiration, money. This is the dual life of collectible coins. They are everyday objects and treasures at once. For someone who knows what to look for, a coin's surface, weight, strike quality, metal finish, absence of blemishes or hairlines, any unusual mark. Each thing is a clue, a hint that something special might be there. And once that special coin is authenticated, graded, and offered to the market, its value can leap. Collectors now scour coin shows, auction houses, online forums. They compare images, examine certification grades, debate over what constitutes acceptable surface quality, or discuss whether a die crack in a particular position makes one coin much rarer than another. Social media amplifies these debates, raising awareness of obscure variants, bringing fresh eyes to coins that might previously have been considered ordinary. You may think of a 5-cent coin as something ordinary, something you find loose in your pocket or at the bottom of a purse. You might glance past it when you see it in change, dismissing it as common, everyday. But the 2023 Canada 5 cents uncirculated is far from ordinary. This coin carries a story, a symbolism, a shift, and collectible power that most coins can only aspire to. When you examine it closely, you begin to realize it is a collector's treasure, a piece of Canadian heritage, a transitional landmark, and for those who care about more than face value, it becomes something rare, inspiring, and potentially staggering in value. From the moment you pick it up, you notice the weight, the finish, how it reflects light differently, pristine, flawless. That uncirculated finish means it has never been worn in circulation, never passed from hand to hand, never scratched, never dulled. Surfaces are sharp, edges clean, the details are crisp, the beaver on the reverse, the dam and water around it, as iconic to Canada as maple leaves and snow. The effigy on the obverse is new. King Charles III, his profile facing left, a tradition in royal coinage to have each sovereign's portrait facing opposite to their predecessor. That change alone makes the 2023 issue monumental. Older coins with Queen Elizabeth II's effigy are many, but when sovereigns change, when monarchs pass, coins bearing the old image will gradually become relics of a prior era. This coin is the beginning of a new era. That alone gives it emotional, historical value that its specifications are modest yet perfect. 21.2 millimeters in diameter, weight just shy of 4 grams, composition of plated steel and metals such as copper and nickel, a plain edge. Materials that make it durable yet not ostentatious. Design done by G. Kruger Gray on the reverse, carrying on tradition, the beaver sitting on its dam, water flowing, nature meeting craftsmanship. On the obverse, the design is by Stephen Rosati, the artist commissioned to capture King Charles III in the new effigy. Every detail from the date inscription, the lettering Canada, 5 cents, the initials of the artist on both sides, beading, edge finish, shine, all meticulously struck. When the Royal Canadian Mint made the announcement of its order authorizing the issue, they specified that this design, this effigy, facing left, the reverse beaver, the elements on obverse and reverse are all required. That formal document gives legitimacy, permanence to this coin as part of history. Collectors recognize that when mint regulations, such official orders are involved, value climbs, because the coin is not just a novelty, but a part of the nation's official record. This coin is part of circulation, yes, but there are versions of it that are uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated, first strike rolls, special wraps. These are produced in mint facilities like Winnipeg. First strikes are especially valued because they are among the very first off the press. The dies are fresh, the strike is sharpest, surface is cleanest. For someone who tracks condition, grade, provenance, having one of these in mint state or with grading can stand above many common ones. Uncirculated means nowhere. Brilliant uncirculated means superior finish. Graded coins with high numeric grades, MS65, MS66, or above, can fetch premium prices. This coin is also significant because it carries symbolism not only of monarchy, but of transition, heritage, continuity. It represents the ongoing story of Canada, its ties to the monarchy, its tradition of fine craftsmanship in minting, its unity under changing figures of royal lineage. Every time you look at that beaver, you see living nature. Every time you look at the date, 2023, you know this is the first year of King Charles II's effigy on regular circulation coins. Those two facts, the natural symbol plus the royal transition, combine to draw attention from both wildlife lovers and royal history enthusiasts, coin collectors, numismatists, investors. That rarity plays a part. Many coins are minted in large numbers, but not all survive in perfect condition. Not all reach collectors. Not all are preserved. Most circulate, get scuffed, get lost, get damaged. But there are only so many that remain uncirculated, only so many first strikes, only so many that later get scrutiny from grading services that certify them as mint state. Those only add to their scarcity. Scarcity always amplifies value. Add to that the historical significance, aesthetic beauty, official sanction, new face of a monarch, the fact that this is the start of an era, and these coins start commanding attention beyond 5 cents. Attention from auction houses, from dedicated collectors, from those who see coins not just for their face value, but as artifacts. Think of auctions. Think of premium coins being sold with provenance, certificates, in protective cases, early in mint sets, tied to official Royal Canadian Mint releases. Think of uncirculated condition where luster is original, struck sharply, minimal blemishes, coins that almost glitter in their holders. Think of those among 2023 5-cent coins that are graded at the highest levels. Those are the ones people want. Those are the ones people covet. And within that select group, there are some coins, very few, that collectors and experts believe could reach extraordinary valuations because they combine everything: condition, historical moment, design, royal transition. I appealed for someone watching. Imagine owning one. Imagine showing it. Explaining to people that this coin is the very first circulation 5-cent version to bear King Charles III, that it's uncirculated, in superb condition, that it has been graded, that its provenance is clear. That turns a small coin into an heirloom, a conversation starter, something that carries stories, legacy, value beyond its metal. Its presence in a collection draws attention. Its rarity gives it prestige. Its story gives it emotional weight. Some might argue that 5 cents is trivial, that metals are cheap, that coins are everywhere. But coin collecting isn't about trivial. It's about tiny miracles, about minutiae, about small things that hide grand histories. It's about holding in your hand something that connects you to past minting practices, to artistry, to monarchy, to nature. It's about possessing something that many won't understand fully, but many will admire. Quality matters, condition matters, moment matters, significance matters. This coin, the 2023 Canada 5 cents uncirculated, checks boxes in all those dimensions. It reminds us that even the smallest things can be powerful symbols, that change is permanent, that beauty can lie in precision, that value can grow silently until one day it shouts at auctions, in dealers' catalogs, among collectors. This coin is not just change you overlook. It is history, identity, artistry, nature, continuity. For the right buyer, the right collector, the right moment, its value is not confined to its face. For some coins like this, prestige, rarity, and wanting the first year of a new monarch carrying traditional reverse designs could push the price into extraordinary range. Today that price is $1.5 million.